but I apologize again.
Let's get Marcus on here for a post-game
I
interview.
would love that for sure. I think Marcus would.
Oh, he's right. Too
What's?
late.
Oh, is he gone? Oh, he's in. Is that you?
Well, that was anticlimactic. Who joined for 1 second?
I don't know. I'm talking to him right now. Yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah, he's coming in. Uh, I think we learned a lot. We learned a lot about both teams here. What we learned about Ariel is that they can face a crushing game two where they're down 0-2 and come back and still fight. And what
Yeah.
we learned about Dunkaroos is they're not invincible. They played poorly in a couple of those games, and they were lucky to get out. You know, we
Good evening.
what's going on, sir? How do you feel about your performance?
I played terrible.
We were talking about how you, not the best we've seen you play,
I played so bad.
and it didn't
I've been
matter.
having well, I mean, they took care of it. Like in some ways, I think I was playing a little bit more conservative
That was
because
definitely
this is.
apparent. But it seemed like
And I think,
you weren't connecting on some of the aerials that you normally do, and
well,
it just didn't quite seem
all
like you.
I've been missing on stuff for the last hour. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. It's
Anyway,
frustrating,
still
but
4-game series win.
all I can say is Bedwetter with those 4 goals or 3 goals or whatever
You
was
saw him growing up.
amazing. And Contristo, God bless him, is the MVP of that series.
Tristo played very
So
well. There's no arguing. He played very, very well.
You've
Uh,
got
he,
a great set of teammates there.
I'm very lucky to have such skilled players as those two.
yeah, you made some good draft
While I
picks.
play defense.
Well, I guess you
Yeah.
made terrific.
Well,
Bedwetter was the substitute for Bruce, but still,
yeah.
would have gone right around the same time in the draft, regardless if he had been in it. So it's not like so
I
that
basically just chose guys that I knew were on Steam because I wanted to make sure like I could easily connect with them and it wasn't a PS4 player. But it worked out. I got lucky.
you
That
got
is
you
that
got
is
lucky.
a decent strategy. I chose guys that were on PS4 so that we could play on hard mode and not be able to easily communicate.
That's not why you did that.
That's satire or
That's a
sarcasm.
nice narrative you're
Uh,
trying to craft right there, but that's not true.
Yeah, I'm trying to manage expectations here, guys.
Yeah. So you feel
I
pretty confident, Marcus, going into the long run?
I am. I'm confident in my teammates, but that series was probably the worst I've played. I think out of any series from the 2 tournaments we've had.
Your
Like, I mean,
performance.
I,
Y-
I, I
you,
had saves when they met. Like that one save that I had that completely turned it around and we got a goal and tied it. Was huge, but I just either the ball I wasn't in the right places at the right time or I was just missing. It was a rough series. I was kind of getting a little bit worried when they scored in game 4 and started thinking like if I don't score here, we're gonna tie this up and we're gonna go into game 5 and who the fuck knows what's gonna happen. So
we had
I don't know what happened.
an embarrassing moment calling the game where somewhere
You thought it was over.
we thought that
Yeah, we
in the dominance of your game two performance, it was so drawn out that at some point
we retroactively added an extra win for you and called the series.
we thought it was the third game.
Like
We
in
thought
our minds.
it was over, and we were like we basically gave like Team Ariel a series eulogy.
Like I've had like I don't know 6 or 7 beers by now, and when you were like saying it's over,
Hold
I'm
on,
like, wait,
Marcus,
is
Marcus. I'm the commissioner,
what?
okay? Don't tell me this kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't have 6 or 7 beers, but
Can't
I
have my
did inject
athletes telling me
myself.
that they're under the influence. Unbelievable. What kind of
It,
show do you think I'm running here?
it's steroid brewed beer. Anyways,
Ugh.
so um, yeah, you're like telling me like it's over, and I'm like, what does he mean it's over? Is he just saying like he thinks we're gonna win? And
No,
you're
no,
like,
that
no,
no, yeah,
he actually thinks it's over. I'm like, we've only played 2 games.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm like messaging you in the middle of the fucking game, and I'm so confused myself.
Yeah, I put you on blast for that too. I was like, why is he talking to me in game right now? And I was like, oh shit,
Well, I mean, we were up
because we
like
were
what?
fucking up. Yeah, I mean, you put up 7 goals that game.
I mean, that might account for my no goals or anything. Like I had like what 20 points in that fucking
Yeah, but you
game.
didn't have to do
I didn't
anything
need to
that
do
game.
anything.
The
I didn't
first
have to do
game was the
shit,
one
but
where the first game was like the worst game I've seen you play in like so long.
I will.
You had like
I will
75 points.
completely.
Yeah,
I'll completely agree with that.
yeah. It's cool
That
though,
was rough.
because you guys bounced back and you won. Your team is dope.
It feels good to have good teammates.
Yeah. So you got one more game to go. That's your second game, yes?
Yes. So we'll probably play Sunday sometime. I
Excellent.
assume in the afternoon or evening or whenever you're available.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. I find it unlikely that we'll get any games in tomorrow, but it's possible. We'll see how it goes.
I think the spreadsheets created a negative effect because I was constantly like Bedwetter and I were talking about this in Discord. We're like, my numbers have decreased drastically after this game. I went from having like however many goals per game to having 2 straight games of no goals. I'm like, I'm probably in the bottom 5 or whatever.
Yeah, but
It's funny.
stats don't mean anything.
Nothing.
No, the only stat that matters is wins.
Is the win. Clearly, I shouldn't complain.
Yeah. Oh man, you can't be
I
having
was,
that type of mentality. You know.
I've played better than that.
Sure,
you
sure,
know.
but you know, you
Luckily,
came
I
out of
have
it
teammates
unscathed.
who pick up the work for me.
They put in a good fight too. I mean, they.
Tristo is a revelation, to say the least. And Bedwetter, like, he talks down about himself, but then he does stuff that
Oh,
like
there he is.
somebody that doesn't do stuff well talks down about himself, but then he does stuff all the time. It's like not indicative of somebody that would talk down about himself.
Is that
And that's
Mr.
an aerial, has a great pass, has a save.
Is that Mr. Bedwetter that I just heard? Did he just join us?
He's in here.
Hey man, how's it going?
Great series, buddy.
Outstanding.
Thanks, I finally
that,
got the-
that one game in particular.
Yeah, I finally got some.
Leave it to that bastard
You got a hat
Contristo
trick.
to steal the MVP from you when you totally deserved
Yeah, I
it.
know.
Because
Brutal.
you got your goals when you got the first 2. You know,
Yeah.
man, you played excellent, and it's not just not just in the games in which you scored. You just played great in general.
Yep.
Thank you.
So would you say, would you say you're starting to get a real feel for the game? What have you noticed about your individual
I
play
think
that has
I've
improved?
peaked.
You think you peaked? I think that's highly unlikely.
No, I think I just the practice rounds we were playing, I started to just trust that they would blast the ball wherever they were. So I started to play where I expected them to hit it, rather than like backing up to try to defend if they missed or something.
Right, yeah. I find defensively the least effective thing you can do is backpedal. You know, you have to challenge at some point for the most
Yeah.
part. So how do you feel about your team? You guys are looking pretty solid. Lost 1 game
Yeah,
in
I
2
know,
matches
like-
so far.
God bless Contristo.
He played exceptionally
So-
well.
Yeah, he does some nasty things with that car of his.
Well, it was a lot of fun. It's 3:10 a.m., which is the latest we've gone so far. It's also the latest we started. Wow.
Kudish just asked me to play, and I was like, sure. And then I looked at the clock. You know,
Yeah, I'm currently playing in a ranked game with him, but there's 2 of us and we're playing 3s, and we're getting beat.
Jesus.
Oh man,
Hey,
we're rushing the mic.
what is the room?
What's that?
Which one is the room? It's like, it's
Oh,
not
Mr.
this.
Easterstone's in.
We're not
Mr.
currently in a
Ray is
private room. We're in a game, but we can start a room. I'm gonna probably go to bed pretty soon. It's
Me too.
Yeah.
it's late.
Crash. It's way too late.
I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna cut the videos and stuff in the morning. It's too late for me to start this now. It'll take me
Absolutely.
2 hours. or so.
Everybody go in the room.
Everyone
But,
go to bed.
Great stuff as usual.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, this just definitely wasn't the most polished broadcast from a technical standpoint, or even from the flow standpoint.
Yeah, what
but you know,
happened?
Honestly, I want to.
Computer crash?
my computer crashed right at the end of the first series, which was annoying.
Oh, damn.
It also took us forever to start the first series.
It took us
due
forever to
like,
start the first game
switching
for
rooms like
myriad
17
reasons.
times.
Yeah, that was annoying.
I
And
think
then-
you guys need to test Marcus for
For
drugs.
performance enhancing beers. And then
Yeah, I think
And then we
performance
had the
decreasing
whole
for-
debacle where we thought it was game 3 when it was only game 2.
This
So we've definitely-
doubleheader had everything.
So we've definitely
As an
had.
act of good faith, you should test yourself.
You know how like umpires have those little things that they can put in their pocket that like tell them like the balls and strikes, how many, and they add it all up for you.
Calculator.
Yeah.
You should get one of those.
Yeah, definitely. No,
Yeah, I understand the clicker now.
it's the first and last time I'll make that mistake, but it's a mistake I made. And like, it's not even the
That's
fact.
a mistake
didn't
we
matter.
made.
Yeah, it's a mistake. No, it's not that it mattered, Marcus, but when you watch it, you'll understand why it's a big deal. Because we like talked about how this series was over for like a solid
Oh.
3 minutes. Because like
That-
you guys were getting, they were
That game
crushing
was
them.
a thrash. It turned into a montage.
It did, and we thought it was the last
it was
game.
so bad we thought it was the last game.
So,
It was so bad our brains invented a game that never happened
yeah,
to
in which you
explain
won.
how badly it was going.
Yeah, so
You invented an act 2.
and so then
Yeah.
mid-game, Marcus reminds me that it was not, in fact, the last game. And that's why I left the room temporarily and like joined back quickly. So that's my bad. But you know,
That's funny.
we'll be cleaner. The tournament run. This is all a dry run for the tourney, and the tourney is going to be silky smooth.
Yep.
Gonna change up the graphics. There's gonna be some trophies involved probably. See how it goes. But for now,
Going well, so
good game, guys. You played well. Played very well.
Did we?
Uh,
You just talked for like 45 minutes about how shitty we played.
No, we're talking about the other team. No,
I played
no, we were talking about
well.
the other team.
You and Chris game.
The only
We
person
spent
who,
the whole game shit talking Marcus.
well, Marcus didn't play well. Marcus knows it, but it didn't matter.
Marcus's teammates.
Yeah, Marcus's teammates,
guys-
i.e.
you
you and
guys played
Catristo,
well.
played very well.
Yeah, Marcus shit the bed. We pissed.
Marcus just kind of held back too. You know, he played deep the whole game, but he just was missing his shit. He knows it. He knows I'm not putting him on blast. He's better than that. Just,
I played like the first series of the first tournament.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the time to
Like,
play
I,
bad
like,
too.
completely consumed it.
That's the
That's
big picture thing that people need to take. Like, if you've been beaten and things are looking good, this is the shit. This is to get ready. This is when it's good to play bad. So you can figure out what you're doing poorly now, so you can bring it when it counts. Which is soon.
I like viewing this as the regular season, and then once the season
That's what it
is
is.
set up,
That's
then
what it is. This is the regular
playoffs.
season. That's what this
Ooh, I
is.
like that.
So it's like, you know, you got to get through the long haul. Just playing the teams doesn't really matter, but it gets your seed, and then you actually like you get the seed.
All right, boys. I'm gonna
You guys all get sleep.
I'm gonna go to bed. See you tomorrow. Probably won't have games tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Most likely
Yeah, I'll
Sunday.
make sure to shit talk in the thread.
Always.
A couple
Thanks
You
for
guys
the
good morning.
excitement. Thanks for the entertainment.
Butsy, do you
Audience,
like
thanks for watching.
kisses, hugs, belly rubs.